It's a topsy-turvy world. Well, I didn't expect this. We have actually voted to leave the European Union after 40 years. It will take a while, a couple of years or more, to sort out the legal, political, personal, commercial mess, but the die is apparently cast. Wow. My first thought was, this is a terrible idea. We are making a very, very big mistake. My second thought was, why? Why are we making this mistake? We used to be an imperial power. For some of us, especially older ones, the mindset of an imperial power apparently hasn't gone away. We tell other nations what to do. They don't tell us. I know it sounds arrogant, and it is, but ex-imperial nations are like that. Think of Spain after they lost their empire, and as for the Romans, well. And another thing. We are mostly monolingual. Monolingual people distrust those who speak another language. Several times in my own life I have been criticised, by English people as well as by Americans, for speaking Spanish. Not just speaking that minimum to instruct the maid, buy a beer, ask the way and so on, but for being really interested in speaking it as well as I could, actually engaging with Spanish speakers in their language. That was a bridge too far for a lot of people. I even married one, had 2 foreign babies. Oh, that was way too far. Another thing. Our governments have been telling us for the best part of 50 years, and especially any time anything goes wrong, that the problems all stem from the European Union. It's not us, it's them. Those guys in Brussels, they're the problem. We all like to blame outsiders, Jews, Roma, foreigners, Catholics, immigrants, Muslims, other countries, and the EU is an easy, natural scapegoat. And of course, we were told so often by both the politicians and the popular press that many of us came to believe it. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, and this may sound strange to many, maybe this is what we need. A massive shake-up, a reconsideration of where we are in history and what we can offer to the world. We have a lot to offer, but we need to understand that so have many nations, and many European nations have already given as much or more than us to the world. We are just one of many countries, all good in their own way. So, is this when we finally get to grow up? I never thought I would say this, but Theresa May seems to me to be a grown-up person. I know, she's a Conservative, and instinctively, intuitively, I am not. I am for equality and change, and somehow deep down, whatever they say, the Conservatives are not. They are for stability and, frankly, for keeping us all in our place. Still, until such time as Labour finds a real 21st century leader, and not a throwback, a very honest and decent throwback, but still a throwback, or until the Greens get some real traction with the electorate, perhaps the Tories will do for a while, as long as they keep Theresa May. I never thought I would say that, but here I am, saying the most topsy-turvy thing I've ever said. And here's another topsy-turvy thing. I don't yet quite believe we're going. We're going to sit around and do nothing for 6 months, apparently, if the other 27 nations let us, and an awful lot can happen in 6 months. Well, I told you, it's a topsy-turvy world.